Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Sailing with Scott. Today, we're in Dana Point in Southern California. Dana Point Harbor has more than 2,400 boat slips at the marina at Dana Point, which range in size from 21 to 85 feet. The marina also has 43 guest slips that can accommodate vessels up to 70 feet long. The Dana Point Harbor Marina is currently under an extensive $600 million revitalization, which will greatly enhance the harbor experience and include the construction and reconfiguration of all docks and slips. Although there will be fewer slips in total, there will be more slips for larger boats, which will consist of more than 2,200 boat slips and a total of 493 dry boat storage spaces within about 20.5 acres.
So number one, stay on board. Number two, don't get hurt. And number three, have fun. It's really simple.
Buying a sailboat is an exciting experience, and today we're going to show you some of the aspects that are involved when you decide to take the big step in owning your own yacht. There are several factors to consider when buying a boat. What type of vessel is right for you? Do you plan to race or sail for pleasure, or both? You need to decide if it will be new or used, and the cost. The hull design and length are two more features, along with all the accessories and equipment that will be included. So where do you start? Probably the biggest decision you need to determine is budget. Sailboat prices vary considerably depending on size, age, and condition. You should determine how much money you have for the purchase and how much you can afford to operate and maintain the vessel, and storage expenses.
When a buyer does come to the table, they're gonna make an offer, and you gotta find that happy medium where both are comfortable and you come to a price agreement. And then the buyer should always organize like a survey and sea trial and have those as contingencies for the deal. And yeah, you just kind of work through the different steps until you're happy. And if after survey sea trial, if everything checks out, then buyer gets ready to sign final acceptance, money changes hands, ownership changes hands, and the deal is done.
Buying a boat is very much like purchasing a car. In addition to insurance and certification, you want to take your boat for a test drive or sea trial and have a certified mechanic or surveyor look everything over. This is called a marine survey. This boat is full to capacity as we make our way through the marina at Dana Point. There are multiple LLC buying partners interested in this boat, a broker for the seller and buyer, and a marine surveyor. We're aboard Radiance, a 2012 Beneteau First 40-foot racer cruiser. Throughout the sea trial, each prospective buying partner took turns at the helm, while the surveyor took notes on what he touched, viewed, and inspected. Every little detail scrutinized and examined, with careful attention given to every part of the boat. Why are you selling the boat?
Well, we had a 5-year plan when we bought it, and we extended it 1 year, so it's been 6 years. Enjoyed the heck out of the boat, great. But, you know, we're underutilizing the boat now, particularly as we get older and so forth. And, you know, we have a lot of interest in life, like traveling and so forth. So we're just not using the boat as much. Great boat, though. I mean, it's a bittersweet time. You know, love the boat, but it's time.
Several days later, we were back aboard Radiance, and it was now time to head to the Dana Point Boatyard for the haul-out. The haul-out gives you the opportunity to inspect the bottom of the boat, something hard to do while in the water. Radiance is maneuvered into the slip in preparation for the travel lift to hoist the boat out of the water. Unless you've made alternative arrangements, it's not unusual for the owner to drive the boat into the travel hoist pit. It's important to have fenders out on both sides of the boat to protect the topside if you're blown sideways. Before the boat is hauled out of the water, tell the travel hoist operator about any underwater appendages, such as transducers, speed wheels, and other things not easily seen while the boat is in the water that could be damaged by the travel hoist slings. Once the slings have been correctly positioned, the operator uses his wireless remote to lift the boat out of the water. It's a slow process that should be carefully conducted to ensure the vessel is positioned correctly. Once the boat is up, it's time for the surveyor to get to work and the inspection begins. The rudder, sail drive, prop, and anodes are looked over carefully. Through holes are the devices that are secured through the hull that create an opening in the boat and allow for the passage of water or gas in and out of the boat. The marine surveyor inspects everything, making sure nothing is out of place or broken or needs replacement. Tapping or percussion testing is a very useful, non-destructive inspection procedure. Its main purpose is to determine the condition of the fiberglass laminates. Percussion testing allows for the detection of any separation between the gel coat and the first layers of fiberglass. It can also identify delamination caused by osmosis, which are blisters, and the separation of the fiberglass layers adjacent to the core of the vessel. After the marine surveyor is satisfied that the entire bottom of the boat has been inspected, the haul-out process is reversed and the vessel is put back in the water. Slow and steady, the boatyard operator lowers Radiance back into the water, inch by inch, foot by foot. The inspection is accomplished and the haul-out is complete. In this case, the marine surveyor is satisfied with the condition of the boat, and with just a few minor issues, Radiance is one step closer to finding new ownership.
When Paul and I come with an agreement that in this lifetime, we want to put our name on a boat ownership, right? So that's when we start thinking about it. And we think about, shall we buy a cruising boat? Shall we buy a racing boat? We ended up compromise to a racing cruising boat. Yeah.
Very challenging, a lot of work, but I think it's going to be a lot of reward. So that's the goal, is to enjoy it.
Sailing brings you closer to others, enhances your own experiences, and deepens your connection with the world around you. It demands attention, creates challenges, and helps you understand your own strengths. Sailing can be a relaxing activity that helps reduce stress, or an exciting pastime when racing, and breathing in sea air is invigorating. Sailing can afford you feelings of enjoyment and satisfaction, along with a wonderful sense of adventure on the water. Remember, any day on the water is always a better day. And if you enjoyed this segment, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment and share the segment with your friends. You can also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It will really help out the channel.
It's about the journey, not the destination. Reality is better than imagination. When I feel free, free to be me. When I feel free to be me.
Thanks again for watching Sailing with Scott. See you next time.